Welcome back to the channel. Today I have quite a spicy video for you. So the tension between Meghan Markle and Taylor Swift has reportedly hit a boiling point, with the two at odds and will never likely be friends after what just happened. So strap in folks, because this is dramatic as ever. So first off, if you're wondering when Meghan Markle and Taylor Swift even crossed paths, well, they didn't technically. The beef supposedly started with this picture, a lovely and wholesome image of Taylor Swift sharing a selfie with Prince William and his two eldest children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, when they went backstage at Taylor's Eras tour in London. And apparently the heir to the throne can also bust some wild moves to shake it off as well, but that's a story for another day. It turns out that while you and I surely see these pictures as really quite wholesome and sweet, it seems that they did not sit well with Meghan Markle. So I thought I'd take a look at this Mirror article with you today, as it seems to go through the whole situation, and it's saying that Taylor Swift likely unnerved Meghan Markle with her snub before Prince William support, and Taylor Swift posing for a selfie with Prince William following her Eras Tour concert in London, having previously declined the chance to meet with Meghan Markle. And as we know, Meghan Markle is one to hold grudges, so this starts by saying that Taylor Swift is smiling as she met up with Prince William, something which one expert believes, quote, may very well be unnerving to Meghan Markle. Of course, the Prince of Wales was seen attending Taylor's Eras Tour concert at Wembley Stadium as he busted out some wild dance moves, and then was invited backstage to meet the singer and took along his two eldest children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte. The group seems to have had a great time together as they posed for a selfie, with PR expert Ryan McCormick believing Taylor's closeness with William might have left the Duchess of Sussex unhappy. Speaking exclusively to the Mirror, he explained, quote, because of Taylor's considerable clout, her friendliness towards William may very well be unnerving to Meghan. If Taylor Swift publicly endorsed or supported the Duchess in any way, it would immediately bring a cascade of adoring Swifties into her camp. Taylor's close relationship with William comes after she declined Meghan's, quote, personal letter to appear on her Archetypes podcast. Of course, the podcast that Spotify has now dropped and will not be reinstating after they failed to kind of meet the quota required on their end of the contract. And Spotify didn't believe that this was kind of a good investment, apparently, so dropped them. And it was for one of these podcasts, Archetypes, that Meghan Markle is believed to have reached out to Taylor with this personal note to join her on her podcast last year, but was rejected by the singer. Indeed, according to The Telegraph, Meghan wrote a personal letter to Taylor asking her to appear on Archetypes, quote, but the singer declined through a representative. So Taylor didn't even give her a personal response back, and that is probably going to have angered Meghan Markle. Despite the snub, Ryan McCormick, the PR expert, doesn't believe it will have been damaging to Meghan's brand, but I believe it would personally be damaging instead to Meghan's ego. He explained, quote, I don't think Taylor's decision will be damaging to Meghan. If a number of high-profile celebrities and power brokers were to begin publicly dissing or distancing themselves from Meghan Markle, the fallout would certainly diminish her standing. Archetypes, of course, only ran for one season on Spotify, with Meghan producing just 12 episodes, and the podcast had a number of guest star appearances from celebrities such as Serena Williams, Paris Hilton and Jamila Jamil. However, the show was scrapped from the streaming service when it was announced that Meghan and her husband Prince Harry had supposedly made the mutual decision to part ways with Spotify, but of course lots of stuff happened in the background that came out, and lots of people came out saying that this was possibly not the case, and it was actually Spotify that dropped them for not fulfilling their end of the bargain, all allegedly. The Duchess of Sussex has since partnered with the podcast network Lemonada instead. With Lemonada Media, she is apparently set to release a new series of her podcast next year with them instead, and expressing her enthusiasm for the upcoming project earlier this year, Meghan Markle said, quote, I'm proud to now be able to share that I am joining the brilliant team at Lemonada to continue my love of podcasting. Being able to support a female-founded company with a roster of thought-provoking and highly entertaining podcasts is a fantastic way to kick off 2024. Our plan to re-release Archetypes so that more people can now have access to it, as well as launching a dynamic new podcast, are well in the works. I'm so eager to be able to share it soon, and I'm overjoyed to be joining the Lemonada family. So overall, Taylor Swift's kind of very friendly interaction with Prince William and his two eldest children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, all posing with this selfie with her, and then on also another photo where her partner Travis Kelce also makes an appearance in the photo as well. There's two photos, one of Taylor taking the selfie and then another one of the actual selfie with Travis Kelce coming in as well. And this friendly interaction, as I say, is quite the opposite of the cold shoulder that Meghan Markle has received from Taylor Swift when she tried to entice her onto our podcast. And this is kind of the dichotomy and something that Meghan Markle will not be taking very well, and I'm sure she is silently fuming over in California. Indeed, earlier in the year, back in February, royal commentator Kinsey Schofield talked about the theory that Meghan Markle is, quote, desperate to be Taylor's friend in a bid to overhaul her image, and of course knowing that she'd have loads of Swifties coming into her court. According to a source, having Taylor on side could only help her popularity. So it seems to be a bit of a vain attempt to save her declining popularity with a friendship with Taylor Swift, and I think Taylor Swift kind of realised this and then declined the offer. Royal commentator Kinsey Schofield talked about the theory as she joined Patrick Christie's on GBN America, and the debate centred around the launch of the Sussex's revamped website back in the year when Taylor Swift came up in the conversation. Kinsey said, quote, Meghan is desperate to be Taylor's friend. She added, Meghan invited Taylor Swift on her podcast by sitting down and writing her a handwritten letter begging her to be on Archetypes. Kinsey went on to suggest that Meghan would have been inspired by Taylor's presence at the Super Bowl, where she was treated like rock and roll royalty as she cheered on her boyfriend Travis Kelce. Kinsey continued that Meghan would have been watching it all play out and thinking, how do I do that on such a level? She claimed, quote, Meghan attended the Taylor Swift concert in Los Angeles, but she made sure People magazine knew she attended. The expert also suggested Meghan, quote, wants to be like Taylor Swift marketing-wise. And Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, of course, hit headlines earlier in the year as they rebranded their website, with their previous site, Archewell, now automatically redirecting to sussex.com. The plush new website consistently refers to the couple by their official royal titles, despite the fact that they've stepped back as working royals, and also features a photograph of the pair with the text, quote, the office of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, alongside a royal coat of arms. So they clearly want all of the clout and the symbolism of being royal family members without any of the responsibility of being a working royal, and this is always what Meghan Markle wanted. She wanted to be a princess, but she didn't want to go by any of the rules or any of the responsibilities or any of the royal duties, things like that. And this caused a slew of accusations saying they're exploiting the royal family as well. Back in the earlier in the year, Harry and Meghan of course left the royal family to seek quote-unquote financial freedom, but then quickly set up about signing commercial deals with streaming giants Netflix and Spotify for an estimated £100 million, and this kind of threw away that claim that they wanted privacy as well. Meanwhile, the Wall Street Journal described Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's dealings with Netflix as big ideas, subpar execution, and the outlet suggested that Netflix and Spotify executives were underwhelmed by the duo's ideas. So wrapping this whole situation up, Meghan Markle seemingly desperate to become Taylor Swift's friend, and was probably kind of insulted by this snub as Taylor Swift met up with Prince William and Prince George and Princess Charlotte backstage at her concert and had this amazing picture and then the amazing selfie as well. Such a wholesome image there. So let me know your thoughts on this whole situation. Do you think Meghan Markle is insulted? Because I certainly do. Let me know in the comments down below. While you're there, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to join my Patreon on my membership in my channel as well if you enjoy and want to support me further. But of course, just you watching to the end is perfect for me. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.